Okay, in this module, we're going to talk about the things that we've banned in our home to create a kinder home environment. We talked in the very beginning about we can create the home that we want, the environment that we want. We can make our kids feel safe. We need to make our kids feel safe in their home so they want to be here, so they want to come back, so they want to bring their friends back here when they're older. So when they're grown up and gone, they want to come back to us because this is a safe place. We can create that environment for them. It creates a space of mutual respect where they know they can be themselves. They're not going to be belittled for being who they really are, that they are safe here. And these things that I'm going to share with you, there's about 15 of them. They may seem trivial, but they add up. And again, they cause little tears in the relationships, in your home space. So this is what we have banned. Now, again, this is not for everyone. You've got to pick and choose what's important to you. You may have different things that we haven't banned. It's okay. Choose what matters to you. So in our family, we don't do sarcasm. Now, sarcasm is hilarious and it's really funny. And I was raised in a house with sarcasm. Kids don't usually understand it. They don't get it. The snarky is funny, but it can come across as mean or a put down. So between adults, we can be sarcastic, but our kids really struggle with this sometimes if they don't know that this is just how you communicate. I really struggle with sarcasm, so we don't use it in our home. And our kids sometimes call us out on it. They're like, is that really what you meant? Oh no, that's not what I meant. I'm actually really frustrated. I'm not okay. So number 2, name calling and put downs. This seems obvious, but they can sneak in sometimes. Like you're being a cheater, you're a liar, you're a meanie. Those can change to you're cheating at this game. We need to follow the rules. Or you're not being honest right now. We're going to be truthful. Or you're, instead of being a meanie, you're being unkind. We need to change those behaviors. So not labeling them with these name calls and these put downs. We've also banned teasing. So when we tease our kids or when their siblings tease them, walls can go up. Emotional walls can go up. They might protect themselves emotionally. So, we tease them for singing off key a little bit. Well, they may not sing again in front of you. Or picky eaters, if we tease them about their picky eating, they may dig their heels in and never eat a green food ever again. So we avoid the teasing because it closes people off emotionally. We also have banned dismissing how hard things are. Oh, that's so easy. I can't believe you don't know how to do that. Well, everything is easy once you know how to do it. My mom's words still play she is my inner voice. Those were her words. It's only easy when you know how. So I have been continuing that with my kids because it's true. Reading is hard until you know how to do it. Tying your shoe is hard until you know how to do it. Remembering to go to the bathroom on the toilet and then washing your hands is hard until you know how to do it. So not letting my kids dismiss each other's hard moments. I can help you. You don't know how to do that yet. Can I show you how? I can work with you. The other thing that we have banned is ignoring and not hearing. Oh, I didn't hear them. It is really disrespectful because what it's saying is you're not important. I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not even going to respond to you. So our kids will sometimes say, well, I don't want to talk to them. That's okay. You can say, I'm not ready to talk to you right now, or I need to be alone, or I don't want to talk right now. But ignoring is not okay. It's one of the things that we don't allow in our home. We've also banned duh and I don't care. So duh is like, you're dumb for just knowing that just now. Like, duh, of course. How come you didn't know that sooner? And the I don't cares, we do care. We want kids who care. So I don't care says what you think is unimportant. I don't have any time for you. That's not what we're fostering here. So of course we care. You can say that's not important to me right now, but even that can be tricky. We want people to feel included in this home. We have banned some physical things like eye rolling, sticking out your tongue, and the L sign on your finger. So the only time we do it is when we're using sign language or when I'm teaching my kids their left and their right. It irritates me so much because it is just so mean-spirited. There's nothing good that comes out of that. It's rude, it's spiteful, it puts people down, it steps on people. We have gotten rid of it. Back talk with each other, being nasty back and forth, getting that last word in. So we use the try again method or we use the think method. We have also banned comparison words, and we were talking about this in a previous module. So it dismisses everyone else. When I say I'm the best at this, it dismisses everyone else. So I show our kids how they can compliment themselves, and that's great to feel good about yourself without putting other people down. So you can be fast without being the fastest. You can be, a great singer, the best singer. You don't need to be the best singer. You're probably not the best singer. You like to sing, you're great at singing, but you don't need to be the best. You don't need to be the smartest. You can just be smart. So we get rid of the and the est at the end of words. And with that, we get rid of superlatives. So my husband and I instilled this in our marriage very early on. We got rid of never and always. Because when you're in a fight or when you're frustrated or when you're mad, you can say, you never do this or you always do this. Well, that's not going to be true. I just said it. That's never true. It's not. Nobody's ever one thing always or always does something always. And it backs people into a corner. It puts up their defensive mechanisms and they just want to go in for the fight. So we have banned that. You often do this. I need you to stop doing this. It hurts my feelings when you do this, and you do it a lot. That we can work on. We've also gotten rid of exclusivity and secrets. So the whispering or can I tell you something in private? We've gotten rid of that. Now we have private conversations, but we're showing our kids that you can have those private conversations without announcing it to the world, to the rest of the family, because then there's something that I know that you don't know. And that's a really quick way to feel left out, excluded, lonely. You can feel lonely in your own home. That's not okay. We're inclusive. We allow people to come in. And if it's a private conversation, that's totally understandable. And of course, 100% allowed. We just do that in private. We've also outlawed a few words. And now this will be different for every family. But in our family, we have outlawed stupid, shut up, and loser to go with the L sign. We just do not allow these words. We don't say these words. A lot of families put cuss words on their outlaw words. In our family, sometimes they sneak into music, they sneak in to TV shows and to even Pixar shorts. I just heard one. So, and I, to be honest with you, I cuss like a pirate when I'm not with my kids. So every once in a while, sometimes they'll hear their aunt or their uncle or an adult or me or something. So our rule is you can hear it, you just can't repeat it. And now that my daughter's getting older and older, we've adjusted it to, well, you've got to decide. You can repeat it, but you don't repeat it in front of parents, grandparents, or teachers. So you can adjust it as they get older, figure out what works for you. We've also gotten rid of snarky, nasty, these words. They're the word even, at least, and actually. And I didn't think these were snarky until my daughter started using them in a very snarky way. Like, are you even going to get me a cup of water? Take out the word even. Are you going to get me a cup of water? Can you please get me a cup of water? So just taking that out takes away the nasty. And at least, well, can you at least help me first? Take out the at least. Can you help me first? And actually, well, you actually look cute. That's like the worst backhanded compliment. This was actually a good dinner. My son gives me that one all the time. Take out the word actually. This was a good dinner. You look pretty, you look lovely, whatever it is, take out the actually. We've banned interrupting and talking over each other, because when they're talking over each other or talking at the same time, nobody can be heard. And basically it's saying, I'm more important than you are. Your voice doesn't matter. What I need to say needs to happen now. And then the last thing that we have banned are TVs, shows, books, movies, anything that normalizes this bratty, nasty, back-talky behavior, the negative examples of behaviors. Now, obviously, sometimes this sneaks in, and we can sometimes use it to our advantage, like we talked about in books, and talk them through it. But the shows that constantly have this nasty, we've just said, you know what, this is not something we're going to watch in our home. This doesn't line up with how we talk in our home. So those are the things that we have banned. Again, pick and choose what works for you and your family. Maybe you're going to keep the sarcasm. Maybe your outlaw words are going to be totally different. That's fine. Just remember that these little things, they add up. They do mean something. They seem nitpicky, but this is how we create the home that we want. We allow the behaviors that we want, and we say, you know what, these don't work for us. We're not going to have this in our home anymore. And they're going to need reminders, especially if you're changing on them when they're a little bit older, if you're adding this in when they're older. Okay, in the next module, we're going to talk about common sibling issues and, much more importantly, how to walk through them, get them past, avoid them completely, and I'm going to share all that with you in the next module. See you in there.